Hello, this is a story time from when I was in Afghanistan. My most dangerous experience in Afghanistan. Well, I think it's definitely up there for sure. There have been other experiences. We'll jump into that in another video. Okay, that's a story for another time. But for this story, let's just don't jump in. Let me give you guys some context here. Okay, so the story takes place in Afghanistan, Kabul. And for a little bit more of context here, my father was the governor of the capital, Kabul. And he was a well known man. He was a well known man. People liked him, people hated him, people loved him, and people wanted to kill him. So, because of this reason, when Afghanistan fell in 2021, I believe, yes, we had a group of thieves. A group of thieves who previously tried to kill my father, had an assassination attempt on him. That's a whole another story for another video. Um, Came into our house and tried to kill my father or make him sign a contract for him to give away his biggest property that is actually next to their village. So this has been an ongoing thing. They just couldn't get to him because before the government fell, he was the governor of the capital. So he was a very strong entity within the basically the government, right? So they really couldn't get to him all that they tried. And so it's been an ongoing feud for a long time. They've tried to assassinate my brothers, my mother, and they finally thought that they could do it. So when Afghanistan fell, it was a very chill day. It started off as a very chill day. I woke up early in the morning. I was on my iPad because I was a fucking iPad kid. My first day of getting Robux. So you can imagine how happy and excited I was making my Roblox avatars. Going on Brookhaven because I used to roleplay. Oh my god, I remember this. And on that day specifically, I was playing with my Brookhaven daughter. Oh my lord. It's insane to admit, but I have to just. This is all raw and authentic, so I'm just going at it, okay? But yeah, I was playing with my Brookhaven daughters because I was a role player, my lord. It was a fine day when we had this sudden call from my dad, you know. He was like calling my mom. He was like, "Hello, hello, where are you guys? Pick up. What the fuck's going on? Are you guys okay? Pack. We need to pack your bags now. The Taliban have infiltrated Kabul. They're in Kabul. They've taken over. The Americans are gone. Pack right now. I'm coming. Yada yada yada. He was in a panic, right? So we panicked. We were panicking. I was about to cry. This was my first time experiencing something like this. Because, bro, I was like, what, 8 years old, 9 years old, panicking, you know. I was scared. I was helping my mom pack and I was crying. When I had this like sudden like thought and idea of going outside, like in my balcony, we had this like little garden area. I went outside and I looked out and I saw these trucks, okay, these armored trucks with guns mounted on their backs, just just speeding towards our like complex, our what's it called? Yeah, our apartments. And so just to give you an idea of what our penthouses looked like, we had two penthouses side by side. My father gave one of them to someone else, like he sold it off to someone else. So yeah, he sold it off to someone else, and there was this door that connected our penthouses together. Like it was a door, and we barricaded with form of wood. It wasn't like a hard barricade. No, it was some form of wood. Okay, we barricaded through that. The same group of armed gunmen with these trucks barged into our home. Um, so they looked right at me and my brothers, my mother. We were shaking. We were shaking. We got the money in the bag and we just rolled out. My chef at the time, our chef, I'm not gonna name him, he picked me and my brothers up. He was tearing that barricade on that door. He was tearing it with his hands. He was tearing it down like aggressively, like oh my lord. He was tearing that shit down like oh my god. He picked me and my little brothers up. He threw us like over on the other side. Don't worry, it wasn't like a huge fall. We were fine. Nothing really bad happened. We were we weren't injured, and they took my dad to another building, basically in the complex, and they were talking to my dad, and they were trying to convince to take him to another province in Afghanistan. My dad is not a fucking idiot, so he did not go. But we went to this other apartment, right? My family. So it was my mom, it was my brothers, yeah, and so we went. We went, and this apartment also is connected, has a window connected to my uncle's apartment. So through that window, we jumped. Oh my god, that window is risky. It's such a risky window. There's like a chance of falling down and just fucking dying, right? But we jumped um, over that window. We made it to my uncle's house safely. And from my uncle's house, we went to another neighbor's house. We were hiding there. So at this point, we were on a whole another building, and my father was in a whole another building. And alhamdulillah, bro, I say this all the time. Thank God we were safe. We heard gunshots. It was scary. It was terrifying. My father made some calls to their like higher ups, to these thieves higher ups. He made some calls. He got our bodyguards involved, and he managed to pull us out of that apartment complex building thing. And we jumped in a car and we went straight to my grandma's house. And there we spent about like 5 to 6 months there. Horrible living conditions, no Wi-Fi for all those months. We were cramped in these tiny, tiny rooms. And from there, we went on to a bus with my aunt and my uncle and my family, and both of my parents, including my siblings. On this bus, and we went to another city. Longest drive, unbearable, checkpoints, heat, so fucking hot. It was crazy, yeah. And I was feeling sick, bro. I was about to throw up, but alhamdulillah, we made it to another city. There we also faced some threats where we had to leave, but we lived there for like what, 12 months, so a whole year. I was studying there in an Afghan Turkish school. It was good for a bit there, but we had some threats, so my dad had to go from Mazar Sharif, which was the city we were staying in after Kabul, Mazar Sharif to Pakistan. So he left us in Mazar Sharif for a long time alone, and he was in Pakistan trying to get his visas from Pakistan to Iran. So and then we went back from Mazar Sharif to Kabul. It was just me, my mom, and my siblings. We went alone. It was so scary. And we went back to my grandma's house. My father sent us the visas. We made it to Iran alone, bro, alone. We went to Iran alone, and then my father was waiting with flowers in on the airport, and we're fine. We were in Iran. We went back to Afghanistan at one point in 2024. Now I am in Sultanate of Oman, beautiful country. As you can see, Iran was also bombed. So let me just tell you something. I escaped a lot of wars. I escaped the Iran-Israel war. I escaped the genocide of Afghans inside of Iran, where they were pulling Afghans into the streets, Iranians, and they were massacring them and they were killing them. But we made it out of Iran. We made it there out of time, and alhamdulillah, we got out safe. And now I'm here, and I'm here to share my story. There's more stories of me, my father, and my family. So stay tuned for more crazy fucking stories, because I swear they're real. I have proof for some of them. Obviously, I don't have proof for everything, because a lot of the documentation, a lot of the footage, everything got lost. I mean, I rarely have any footage. I do have pictures of me with guns and stuff. So, yeah, for the people who tuned in, thank you so much. I'm trying to better up the quality of the videos. As you can see, I went from Roblox to GTA 5. I've been trying these settings, trying to tweak up my OBS to make sure everything's fine. And yeah, I'm not really good at these videos. I'm not really good at editing, so I'm trying to do whatever I can. And hopefully I do good, bro. I'm sorry if the gameplay was bad. I'm sorry if anything was bad. This is my first storytime video. I really want to blow up. So please, guys, this is very important to me. It's basically my story. I want my voice to be heard. I want people to hear and see what happened to me and my family. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, to whoever did. And bye. Love you guys. Mwah.